G'day, I'm Joe. I've done a few metal detecting videos in the past. I'm a keen metal detectorist, and I just want to share another one with you about an incredible find of mine. I do quite a bit of gold detecting. I go into the Victorian, West Australian gold fields and look for nuggets using my trusty old Mine Lab GPZ 7000, and I go to Victoria quite a bit, and in the old gold fields there's plenty of crown land with gold dingings on, and not only do you find gold nuggets, well, you used to find gold nuggets on there, there's not too many of those left nowadays, but you find kind of interesting mining era things as well from the old time miners that worked there in the goldfields in the 1850s, 60s and so on, right through to the early 1900s. Anyway, you know, you pull up old coins, you find buttons, little brass buttons. People have even found gold sovereigns. Well, I had an incredible find. Now, I was searching in one of the forests one day, and I got a very faint signal on a heap. Went to investigate it, and I dug down. The signal got stronger, and I thought, fantastic, I've got a nugget here. But in the end, once I got it out, it wasn't a nugget, but it was an interesting relic. It was one of these things here. See that? You know what that is? That's a snake belt buckle. Used to be worn by the miners and other people as part of their belt buckle. Now, the way they worked was that there was a kind of a loop attached to one end, and there was a loop attached to the belt strap at the other end, and you kind of just hooked it through. There's the hook part of it there. You hooked it through, and that was your belt buckle. Now, they're really interesting, quite an elaborate belt buckle, and they're quite a collector's item these days. They kind of, I think, originate from the American Civil War era, and they found their way here into Australia, and I found a few of these long time ago, but nothing recently. But this one here, I got it, you know, it would have been probably a year ago. That was terrific. But it was a special one. Do you want to see it? I'll show it to you. Here it is here. I'm unwrapping it. Want to see it? There it is. Look at that. That's the belt buckle, and it's pure gold. Now imagine finding that in the goldfields. What a find! You can see the details of the scales of the snake on one side. If you turn it over, there's the underbelly of the snake. Pretty good find, I reckon. Victorian goldfields. A belt buckle. Beautiful, beautiful piece of what do you call it, jewellery. It's a belt buckle. Now that's probably my best find ever. And I'm also lying to you. I didn't actually find this. The story with this is that I found this belt buckle, which is quite a good find in itself. That's one of the snake belt buckles, There you go, there's the underbelly of it. Now, that other one, I didn't just paint it with gold paint. It's an actual gold belt buckle. The story is that I had a mate one day that came to visit. He's a detectorist. And he came asking if I had any relics from the goldfields. He's taken up a new hobby of kind of jewellery making, and he's been making casts of things, interesting relics that he's found in the goldfields in silver. He's been casting things in silver. And he said, "You got anything? I've run out of things today." I said, "I've cast coins, I've cast buttons. Have you got anything interesting?" I thought, "Yeah, I found this thing recently." So I brought out the snake. And he said, "Oh, can I borrow it? I'd like to make a casting of that and turn it into silver. Cast it in silver, make a pressing of it and then cast it." And I said to him, I had an idea. I said, "Have you ever done anything in gold?" He sort of looked at me and said, "Well, gold's a bit difficult. Gold's got a higher melting point, and I don't know how to go, pouring it into a mould. It'd probably cool off too quickly, and you wouldn't get an effective result." I said, "Well, I tell you what, do you want to have a go?" "Oh, yeah," he looked at me, sort of said, "Yeah, why not?" I said, "How about casting this in gold?" And he said, "Well," he said, "don't know." He was a bit sceptical that it'd work. He said, "I haven't got enough gold to do it with anyway." And I said, "Well, I've got some gold nuggets." So anyway, to cut a long story short, we went to his place. He showed me all his mould making equipment. He bought it all, with a special clay and all that. And he took a pressing of both sides of this, made a few little channels that went into the mould. He's got a little oven that he melts his silver or whatever with, and he melted my gold nuggets. And gold melts, as you know, at about, 1,020 something degrees Celsius. But it won't pour properly at that temperature. You've got to keep heating and heating until it reaches about 1400 or so, and then it'll be quite liquid and it'll pour quite well into a mould. But we didn't know. It was the first time we'd done it. We didn't know how it was going to work. So we tried it, we heated up my nuggets, melted them, and we poured them into the mould that he'd made of this. And this is the result. And it is beautiful. It's solid gold. It weighs an ounce, almost exactly an ounce. And we've assayed it, and it rates at about 22, 23 carats. So it's almost pure gold. Beautiful thing. That's the top side of it. So there you go. Started off as a bit of a story to get you all excited, but it turns out to be a lie. It was a cast piece. I didn't find this actual thing. Okay, so I hope you didn't believe my bit in the beginning. It's a load of rubbish. But anyway, there it is. A 23 carat golden snake buckle. Thanks for watching.